And so we have this Compton fire official who is charged with arson and theft. Now, what he did, he torched the headquarters so he could steal or stole the equipment, communication equipment, and then torched the place to cover his tracks. But unlike paper, I'm sure the officials were kind of perplexed that they couldn't locate the individual radios that were supposedly destroyed in the fire, or if it were possible they would be destroyed like that. But there would be evidence to show 200, these equipment were burnt up. Now, this officer had distinguished himself as an expert in communication equipment and so on. So he went on eBay and was selling these things around the world. And I'm not sure how they really got onto him, but they caught him and they charged him with arson and theft. Now, he was featured in a BET documentary in which they were focusing on the Compton, California Fire Department. And he was a star, and he had a lot to say and so on, and he was rising. Perhaps he could have become a chief. Maybe he could have run for city, state, maybe he could have run for federal Congress and whatever. But now with these two charges, and I'm sure they're felonies, he's done. Now, what is curious about him, as far as I'm concerned, is tattoos. Now, as an official who had distinguished himself and you thought he was intelligent, having all these tattoos should have raised flags in other people's minds, because when I was growing up, the people who had tattoos were nobodies, losers, lunatics, idiots, nobodies. But here in America today, I find that people are saying that, look, man, I'm a medical doctor, I'm an attorney, I'm a politician, look, I have marks, so maybe these tattoos don't mean nothing. Maybe it's just a status symbol or something. But I still think that it's evidence of something trivial. And in this case here, this guy had his back tattooed with what appeared to be a fire and rescuing or whatever. Now, if he had no tattoos, would it have mean that he was kind of like sensible? So it's not all people who are dumb would have tattoos. Some people are dumb, but they don't have the courage to tattoo their bodies, or other reasons why they haven't done it. But I would like to say that sometimes at college people show up and they're quiet and everybody hold them as sensible people. As soon as they open their mouth, the verb's wrong, they don't know what they're talking about, and the whole charisma just disappear. So that there are people who should have tattoos but they don't. And I don't think that anybody who has tattoo would be a person who really doesn't qualify for tattoos. I mean, I'm not going to tattoo myself, and I think that I'm sensible. I'm working on it still. I haven't given up. And I know there are many other people who have value for themselves and who are thinking straight, will not do tattoos and piercings. So that this guy, he's a classic tattoo guy. And maybe he was on drugs. Maybe he needs the money for drugs. I mean, that's the only reason why I think he would do something like this. His stupidity was being masked, but with drugs, his true self came through, and he came to this game of burning the place and stealing the radios. So all you who like tattoos, be careful now. What it might be saying about you, it might be saying that you're an idiot.